Hi people, my innovation back here again as always and as usual. I simply wanted to remind people that I do match predictions, so occult match predictions, primarily using astrology. And yes, this is legit. I have an article on it on my website and whatnot, but this is simply an update on all of it. An update in the sense that in my article I indicate an 80% success rate, which I have already increased up to 90%. Bear in mind that essentially it's 95%. The reason I say 90% is because I always want to factor in a 10% error margin within this context at least. So 9 out of 10 times, you'll always get it correct, barring any kind of exceptions, which are highly unlikely. These are simply real life examples, okay? The World Cup final. Look at this. See, before the match began, the match was essentially today, December the 18th. So Sunday, December the 18th. Sorry, it's already the 19th in my location. 4 days ago, I cast this chart. Okay, will Argentina beat France? And the chart clearly indicates that it was going to be like a death match between the two. For example, within this context, Argentina was represented by Mercury, and Mercury is in Capricorn, conjunct Venus, which is weak in Capricorn as well. It's trine Uranus, which is in Taurus, also afflicted, and it was sextile the midheaven, and it just goes on and on and on. In any case, summarized, after I took a look at everything, it was also trine the moon. It just goes on. It indicated like a really okay, it indicates that the scales are in Argentina's favor, but since all the positive aspects, everything else is like is essentially is weakened, then it indicates a death match. Honestly, France represented by Jupiter. Well, you can see how strong France is. France is here at its strongest in Pisces, conjunct Neptune in Pisces, sextile Pluto, trine the black moon. It just goes on and on and on. Honestly. The only drawback for France is that it was square the sun in their own house and square their ascendant. So again, after casting this chart, I said to myself, this is going to go right down to the wire based on the reading. And yeah, guess what? It exactly happened the way I predicted. And yeah, it was going to be a death match. So in the beginning, since I saw Argentina be up by 2-0 or 2-0, I saw that it was going to go, things were going to go downhill. I had a feeling that France was going to equalize, and literally things happened exactly the way that my reading said. And this does not only apply to only one match, believe me. Since the World Cup began, for example, I have for example, I have several thingies. I have several how should I put it? I have several charts, like several charts, okay, lined up or lined out. Will Argentina beat the Netherlands? Here also, it was indicated that Argentina would beat the Netherlands, but again, that also went right down to the wire, honestly, and it just goes on and on and on. Again, I have several charts: the Brazil-Croatia match, the England-France match, all of it clearly indicated that that this match England France also indicated that England were going to lose to France by a very minor margin. It yeah, it just goes down to the wire, honestly. But again, my readings conveyed exactly the way that these matches were going to go. The only exception I came across was in the Argentina Netherlands match. Okay, I only read it superficially. I didn't go into detail, and it was supposed to be a comfortable win for Argentina. And you saw that in that match, people that are familiar with that match saw that as well, that the match was supposed to not be a big deal. And then all of a sudden, in the dying seconds of the game, the Netherlands equalizes and it gets taken all the way to penalties. Bottom line is, and I can do this in any match, and I can near guarantee you that the outcome will be exactly as I predict. So again, people that are seriously interested, people that do this kind of stuff for a living, or people that just do this by default, they occupy themselves with betting and whatnot. Think of bookies, betmakers, you name it. If you're seriously interested in knowing which team will win in a football competition, or similar, then you're more than welcome to reach out to me. People that are wondering why I don't use this for myself is because it's impractical. I'm not someone that occupies themselves with match betting by default. Only soccer or football interests me by default, and primarily only international matches with my favorite team, Argentina. I have little to no interest in any other match. So you need to understand that the default expectation is that you need to be really truly motivated to want to know. So someone that has like someone that essentially, like I said, someone that's a bookie, someone that essentially occupies themselves with a lot of match betting, sorry, with a lot of match betting and related, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I can realistically show you, okay, that we can get it right at least 9 out of 10 times, and that the result will almost always be correct. Um, in terms of the outcome. Um, the price, as things stand, will be set at 350. So $350 if you want me to check out stuff for you. By default, I'll need the team that you're rooting for, the team that you want to win. So no neutrality. Understand that these are the base requirements. No neutrality. Okay. You need to, by default, root for a team, and you need to be serious about your devotion to said team, and you need to be motivated. You really need to want to know, as in, hey, who is seriously going to win, and you really need to have a specific team in mind that you would like to win. Seriously is like dead heart or die heart. Okay, want to win. And for the rest, I'll simply need your date, your time, and the location for when you essentially reach out to me with your inquiry. So anybody, let's just say, for example, if for example someone from the Netherlands reached out to me here, and the person would be like, "Hey, listen, will we beat Argentina?" I would be able to tell the person, but I need to know where the person is, the time at which the person asked the question, so in their own time zone, and the inquiry needs to be serious. It needs to be legit. So if anything falters, then it's the person's own fault. You need to seriously want to know, as in, hey, will my team win? That's how all of this works at a base level. I'll take care of all the other details, and it just goes on. Like I said, I have in total, I have like seven, since the World Cup began, I have like 7 or 8 of these matches, and every single one of them was correct. Not one, okay? I kid you not one of them was incorrect. Not one, okay? Every single reading was spot on. So yeah, let me know, okay? 350 if you want me to predict the outcome of a match for you. Bear in mind, one last thing before I go. Um, we're going to keep things as general as possible. So don't ask me, for example, if it's a knockout match and it's a football match, for example. Don't ask me about extra time or how the match is going to end after full time or extra time or penalties or anything like that. No, no, no. We're keeping things as simple as possible. If it's a knockout match, who will progress? Who will qualify? Who will move on? And who will be knocked out? Keep things as basic and as black and white as possible. Of course, if it's a simple league match and it's not a knockout match, that also applies as well. It's simply what will be the result at full time, okay? Will it be a win? Will it be a draw? Or will it be a loss for the team that I'm rooting for? That's how it all works again. So I'll hear it. Bye.